Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are.
Hey, can you hear us, Cece?
I can hear you. Yes.
Hi, everyone. So back and gathered for another Live and Learn. And thank you, Life Leaders, for being with us again, because today we're going to take our hour together. It always feels like so much more than just an hour together, but we're going to use a majority of this gathering time to take you through a guided conversation, a meditation, guided meditation. Everybody understands that word meditation and it means so many different things that I tend to use the word guided conversation, and then Eric's like, well, what does guided conversation really mean? So it's a meditation. We're going to explore inner image and our inner voice and the action that it inspires in our waking daily relationships and circumstances, experiences with, people, all living things, animals, plants, and the world around us. But I do want to just acknowledge that through these first few weeks, we have, in a way, taken the core question around image and action, and we've carved it into these little lenses surrounding our daily experiences. Just a quick refresher, we sort of started with the idea of our image and action as it relates to our family, and then we explored in the following week that same idea around maybe our occupation or whatever our kind of most prominent role is live in our life. And then we moved into the artificial image or our community and virtual social image and actions. And today, this is really the lens of the personal and the intimate. So we are going to explore the core of that question in this way, which is the image, I'm sorry, I'm processing how to be consistent in how I say this, is the image we put out into the world in sync with our daily life and the action or actions that it calls us to lead. So in exploring the personal or the intimate, it might evoke an image of what we'll refer to as the spirituality of living. Yeah.
Yeah.
And some key actions that might emerge in association with that image when we look at it through that lens could be humility, gentleness.
Patience. I'm sorry. Patience.
Definitely humor, which is the save grace of everything human. And then the capacity to love ourselves and others. In a finite sense, the spirituality of living might be, we'll say, activated when we are in solitude. That could be meditation as well, where the murmuring or the vibration of our inner image and our inner voice is where our attention is. Sometimes it's inspired through community. And I don't mean community as an organization. I don't mean your neighborhood or a group that you're involved with. Community in its truest sense, which if you go back really 10,000 years, 2,000 years, you move with this understanding of community as being a way of listening and living inclusive of some component of forgiveness and compassion. So I want us to think about it from that perspective. And then trust it in sharing in the model of the reconnective healing experience. That would be trust in the fullest reception of receiving. So
So we're going to talk a little bit about receiving the benefits of the reconnective healing experience and welcoming everyone to the receiving of the benefits, and especially in particular the YouTubers who are joining us. We're very much looking forward to today's meditation. But first, we're talking about receiving the benefits of the reconnective healing experience, not being limited to those seeking healing or looking to deepen their understanding of themselves or of their place in the universe. Because even casual, we'll use the word exposure, even casual exposure to the reconnective healing frequencies brings you benefits. So the question can come up, who can benefit? Who can transform? Who can evolve from reconnective healing? And the answer is, if you're alive and breathing, it's you. It's just about that simple. You know, sometimes people go, I don't need healing from anything, and they think that something has to be wrong for them to receive healing, when healing really is so much of a larger picture, what some of us might think of as evolution and beyond that. So the reconnective healing frequencies always address and resolve something. They always address and resolve something that is needed because, well, they are intelligence themselves. They bring about the changes you need in yourself and in your life, not just the changes that we might consciously be aware of wanting or needing, but healing's the energy, light, and information I've uniquely designed for your life experience. As I was speaking about earlier today, sometimes once we receive, we realize it was what we wanted all along, but our cognizant minds just didn't pick up on.
So in that really sort of core and basic understanding, there is a paradox in this reconnected healing experience that somehow becomes ever illuminated when we are, we'll say, in the world, but not of the world. So it's, I think, essential that we take the opportunity to explore that. And so we've chosen to do that through a guided meditation today. It's going to take us just a moment because I am noticing we need a power cord plugged in.
Oh,
So
do we?
before you
I'm
go
going
up,
to grab
I'm
that.
going to take this moment while all of you find a comfortable, relaxed, and beautiful place to either sit and close your eyes or lie down. You can keep your eyes open if you wish, but take just 30 seconds and get yourself super comfortable. If you want to turn your screen off, you can. We're going to call you back at the time that we're going to kind of share together. But for right now, take just that moment. We're going to plug in a little extra power so we don't lose everyone.
Okay,
And
let me grab that. Quickly.
Finding your comfortable place. Beautiful. You're all looking so comfortable right now. Yes. Here we are. People are being joined by their animals. You just know something special is going to happen here.
It's very special. You can open your eyes for just a moment. But the most special part is we now have
Power.
Yeah. Okay. So again, just comfortably bring your and allow this community that we are to move into this collective sense of a way of listening and living inclusively.
So now that you've allowed your eyes to close and you're comfortable, imagine a well, a measureless shaft sunk into the earth, deep into the earth. Infinite, an endless well of water, flow, no perimeter, no end. It continues deep inside the earth, deeper and deeper, so deep that even the earth disappears. A clear, bottomless reservoir of pure flow. Limitlessness. Breathe.
Imagine now an empty bucket appear. This bucket fills itself with the water from this well source, perfectly contained within the enclosure of the bucket. Once limitless, now finite. What does this feel like? Feel. Feel. As you gently become aware, as this source filled bucket begins to rise, slowly moving up and up the shaft.
Again, into the earth, towards its surface, open, rising, emerging, slowly. Feel the movement and the force of this experience. Notice the pressure, the vibration as the weight of the bucket rises, full, filled as it reaches the surface of the shaft's opening. Become aware of this. What does this feel like? Once infinite, now finite within the bucketed container.
embodied, enclosed. Sense this. Sense this enclosure. Be aware that you are nothing and everything all at once. You are now one and everyone. You are the infinite experiencing itself in this finite bucket, entering a lifetime.
Recognize that all experience has a beginning, a middle, and an end. Realize, therefore, that all experience is limited to the perceived enclosure and illusion of time-space. And yet, you recognize that you have emerged up from this endless and infinite well. You have emerged from the before into the beyond. The bucket represents the beyond, where your finite experiences, all experience, is self-contained.
See yourself as this beautiful bucket filled with source, uniquely and perfectly created to house you for this experience. Suddenly you discover yourself in physical form, physical life. Bring your attention to your physical form.
You have risen out of this well of infinite source. Hey there, family. Dr. Eric and Jillian here.
Welcome, everyone.
And we're very excited about Reconnective Life, our first online global community. This is the most exciting way we've been able to get together since I founded the Reconnection. Is to be a place where we can do things together. We'll move into breakout rooms at times when that's appropriate. We'll have energy interactions and meditations and exercises. In other words, expect things you haven't seen before.
You are so charged.
Things we
He is so lit about every new way we get to be together every day. Just be together. Let us just speak a little bit about what is going to be the shape of this community.
In this community, we can share and discover more. Here we can talk to each other, we can chat, we can learn from and about one another. Jillian, me, our life leaders, and you will be in daily conversation with you. Weekly, we will have Facebook Lives.
We will be with you every Wednesday. Sometimes it'll be just Eric. On occasion, it might just be me. Sometimes it'll be the two of us. It's all about giving you a way to look at the week living in the frequencies.
And in every fourth week, we will include a live Q&A so we can talk about the things that have been coming up for us, discuss back and forth, share, grow, expand together.
And the ever-growing library of content that has been created over 20 years that will be on demand for you. It will be on-demand content for you to view, enjoy, share again with your inner circle.
And monthly, we are going to have live Zoom retreats We're going to bring in some exercises and experiences and things that previously we've reserved for our physical retreats, you know, when we were in the different location resorts and things, and we're modifying them so that we can work with these with you in your home, in your living room, in your den.
Put into the chat line, what is facility?
We're having these weekly Zoom in-depth Q&As.
Finally, they have a place and space to just define what does that really mean, living in the frequencies.
This is something that is in all of us.
Everyone can do this.
It doesn't matter how many levels you've gone through or how well you know the programs. It's a community that allows us to recognize how interrelated we all are as receivers of energy, light, and information.
See you there.
Reconnective Life, living in the frequencies every day. Hi, I'm Eric Pearl, and we have launched an online course called The Portal. It's an expansion of our online essentials, our level 1, an 8+ hour e-learning course.
And we decided to add content because our students were asking for more. What is a portal? It's a doorway to transformation.
It includes the 8 hours of the online essentials course,
2 key chapters, one on love and one on healing, and workbooks from our worthiness episode from the series The Inner Compass.
more than 10 hours of content.
The portal helps us discover our roadblocks that may be stopping us from living our fullest potential.
How does the portal help bring about these benefits? Easy to follow short segments with interactive exercises, information acquired not only through the mind, but through interaction with the frequencies themselves. Effortless learning and personal evolution.
It brings the possibility for instant transformation, healing, and the evolution of each and every one of us in our everyday lives.